been good, and I hope you all had a great week, and I hope you're ready for a little chat tonight. So as you can tell from the title, we are going to be speaking about assertiveness, and the reason why I chose this topic this week is because I touched on it a bit last week, but then I didn't really give you a how to be assertive. So I thought like, okay, maybe. And then I was watching a YouTube video today that kind of just solidified that you should do this. So yeah, if you can tell by now, I am a YouTube fan. Yeah, it's just life, right? It's my TV. But anyways, assertiveness. Now first, what is being assertive? It's basically showing a confident and forceful personality, right? And I know not everyone is necessarily graced with this personality, as in born with it, right? But it definitely can be developed, and I think it should be developed in everyone to some, at least to some degree, because there comes a point in your life where you will need to be assertive at that point. And in being assertive, you will avoid many troubles that would have probably come your way if you did not be assertive. Okay, so yeah, how to be assertive. So let's go all the way back to when I was what? How old was I? I think I was like 15, 14, thereabouts. Probably like fourth form, fifth form. So I'm probably like running around 14, 15, thereabouts, right? And I started to become aware of the fact that I'm super kind. And I remember having many conversations with another friend of mine who I basically call my church father. And he basically is like me in terms of how kind he is. And I think we were talking once, and he was there saying, oh, Shanique, you just need to be kind and stuff. And I'm like, no, but then these people are taking advantage of me. Like, I don't understand, right? But like, I have many talks with him, right? And a few other people on this topic, right? So like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I know with my family, let me tell you, my sister and my brothers, no one can toy with those those people. Like, if you see my sister's face, is like, don't mess with me. And my brother is the same. My two brothers, they're the same. Like, they are like very but they're really sweet on the inside, guys, but they just have that rough exterior, right? That stern exterior. And I'm the little happy-go-lucky, I guess, because I'm the baby of the family, I guess. But yeah, I started to like observe. I'm like, okay, I'm observing some things, and I'm like, okay, when you're too kind, certain things don't necessarily go in your favor because people feel like they can take advantage of you. I'm like, I don't like that feeling, because it's not a good feeling to know that you're doing something nice for someone and then in return they're basically using you. No one likes that feeling, right? So, not to say I had many experiences, but the few that I had, I did not like it, right? So I started to I basically started to analyze every situation, and I'm like, you know what? Let me practice to tell people no. Literally, practice to tell people no. Like, N-O, no, right? So I went on a journey, right? A whole phase. And I don't think my family knew about it. I knew what I was doing at the time. Of course they don't, because it was just me practicing, right? But like, every single thing that, I think that kind of encouraged my stubbornness a bit. But hey, I'm stubborn when I need to be stubborn. But anyways, back to the story. Whenever whenever they would like tell me to do something, I'd purposely say no. Like, I had a whole phase. I don't remember how long the phase was for, but it was until I was able to say no when I needed to say no. Because at one point I was like a bit on the shy side to tell people no when they're doing something that was deliberately wrong. Like, just, you're outright wrong. Why are you doing that right now? No, don't do that, right? And I kept that practice up until I was able to say no, like, tell people no to their faces, like real serious, right? So I remember many times mommy would be like, Shani, go and do the dishes. I'm like, no. And then, like, she would give I'm like, just joking. I'm like, just joking. Let's go do the dishes. But I was doing that, like, purposely saying no, because I'm like, I need to start learning to say no. And where else? If you can't practice a yard, well, you go practice abroad, right? Don't be rude to your parents. Don't be rude to your parents' kids, but if children are watching this, but you need to start practicing to say no. I still went and did all that she told me to do, so let's get that clear, right? And my family, everyone I would just literally say no. If they tell me to do something, no. That's the answer that came on. Even if I was going to do it, that's the answer. And if I don't want to do it, I really didn't want to do it, that was the answer. You see, I was practicing to say no until it started to become my lifestyle, where if anyone tried to disrespect me, I would be like, no. And trust me, even though I was practicing to say no all this time, getting into the actual situations where, you know, probably an elder, someone older than you would be saying, telling you to do something, or trying to boss you around, and think that they can disrespect you because they're older than you, I had to be like, that's not right. No, right? But in those situations at first, like, still getting accustomed to saying no and to basically stand up for myself, it was hard at first, honestly, because, you know, you don't want to disrespect people, you don't want to be rude or whatever because you're the younger one. But at the same time, it's still not right, because someone is older than you, they should disrespect you. You get me? So I basically started to learn, because, like, God was placing me now in situations where I had to start practicing what I was practicing at home, which was saying no. And eventually over the years, I was now able to stand up to any form of disrespect. Could be anyone younger than me, same age, older than me. Age is just a number, Zine, because disrespect is really big for me, right? And it also ties to not, and I mean disrespect in any way or form, because if it is that you have standards and someone feels that, okay, let's even use this example. Let's say you're in a relationship, right? And you have boundaries. Being able to tell that person that you're in a relationship with no, and having them respect that. If they don't respect that, then you can know what to do after. Like, it's serious. Like, be able to say no, not because, oh, you're afraid to hurt their feelings, or you're afraid of this, or you're afraid of that. No, you have a right to how you feel. Let's get that clear. You have a right to how you feel. And if it is that what they're doing is basically going contrary to what you want, or they are outrightly disrespecting your boundaries that you have set up from the start of the relationship, you have a right to speak, and you should be able to speak without feeling bad about speaking your mind to the person, right? So, and I know that's not easy because not everyone creates an atmosphere for one to speak about that, right? And see why it's do you see why it's a topic in the Breaking Cycle series? Because guys, this is just a personal thing. Like, you have to create an environment for someone to be able to speak to you, because if they can't speak to you, guys, you're basically forcing that person to keep all the things that they have regarding you to themselves. Because if they feel like when they come to you, they're going to get a backlash, or they're going to it's not going to they can't air their feelings, because you're basically going to flip the script and basically manipulate the situation. Like, you're not creating an environment for that. And just you as a person, me as a person, I try to create that environment. Like, okay guys, like, you can ask my friends, I'm like, what do you see wrong with me? Please tell me, right? Create that environment, and that's how you build healthy relationships. And in doing that, you are also able to know, say, okay, if I'm creating an environment for someone to be able to tell me how I am and how best I can improve, then I should be assertive enough. I should be able to say that to someone. And if it is that they're not creating the environment, sometimes you still have to break that wall, like cut through that wall and say things in order for you to have some level of peace of mind, because no one can keep in anything for too long, right? So guys, be assertive in ensuring that you're able to speak your mind. Say no. It's okay to say no. If someone's doing something that's wrong and you think they're superior to you, guys, you're just clay. They're just clay. Come on. Like, they're just clay, guys. Like, that's how I see everyone. Like, you're just mere clay, right? If all of us are equal at the throne of God, then why can't I speak to you? And being assertive, let's get this clear. Let's rewind. Let's take a step back. Being assertive doesn't mean you're going to be disrespectful. Let's get that clear. And that means not speaking out of your anger. Don't be like me. I'm learning, guys, to not speak out of my anger whenever it is that I need to handle something, right? You take some time off and rally back and just say, yeah, boom, bam, bang, zine. So yes, be able to speak your mind, because if you can't, guys, people are just going to walk all over you, and you can't have that in life. You won't have peace of mind with someone always constantly walking over you. No. Be able to say no. Set your boundaries. Set your standards. And you'll see how people quickly respect you. No, it doesn't matter how much they might assume that you have no boundaries, you have no standards, and they can probably do what they usually do with other people. Be able to stop them in their tracks. And I mean, in any relationship, in friendship, in spousal, or co-worker, like, guys, you know how many times I had to really face many of my co-workers and be like, Don't, that's not what you're supposed to be doing, right? But I do it in a nice way. At least I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. You know, be nice. Just, you don't have to shout and be like, no, or anything. You just say, you know, no, I'm not going to do that. It's not what I want to do right now. It's okay. No, it's okay. See, that was simple. That was calm, right? Just say, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's really that simple, actually. So, guys, be assertive. Start practicing to say no. Everything is a habit until it becomes a lifestyle, right? So, start practicing to say no, 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 right? And set your boundaries. And don't feel bad when other people start to air their emotions because you've set your boundaries. That's not your fault. You have your boundaries and you live accordingly and let everyone else fall in line. Simple. Because if someone really loves you, someone really respects you, then you setting your boundaries, you speaking your mind, you being assertive will not be an issue for them, honestly. Because we all, if the person was supposed to be in your shoe, they really would not want someone treating them the way they're probably not recognizing, or they're probably aware that they're treating you. So be assertive with your wants, your needs, and how your wants and needs in regards to any relationship, that is, and how you want to be treated, basically. Yeah, be assertive, guys. Start practicing to say no. Say no to everything. Say no to everything, even if you're going to do it. Literally say no, and start building that confidence that regardless of age, regardless of gender, you are able to say no. And also, since I just said gender, my ladies, my ladies, my ladies, my ladies, my ladies, my ladies, it's really heartbreaking, honestly. Ladies, you have a voice. You have a voice, and you should not, honestly should not let any man disrespect you. Simple. Really. You shouldn't. Every single man on this earth has the capability to respect you as a woman. He does. And if he doesn't, he can keep moving. Simple. Just keep moving. If he doesn't respect you, let him go. Don't be, oh, but he's cute. Oh, but he's... Guys. No. Respect yourselves, ladies. Honestly. Respect yourself. And then let men respect you. Oftentimes, men treat women a certain way because, I said often, because you do have men that, even though they see that you respect yourself, they still want to try. And that's where assertiveness comes in, where even if they're pushing too hard and you've already set your boundaries, and they feel like they have authority to overstep your boundaries, that's where your assertiveness comes in as a woman, where you need to put that person in their place. Simple. And don't be afraid to do it. Just respect yourself enough to know that, to let others see that they ought to respect you. Because if you don't respect yourself, trust me, if you respect yourself and people are already trying to disrespect you, Imagine how much more they're going to disrespect you. Imagine how much more they're going to disrespect you if you don't even respect yourself. Like, ladies, you see, my whole mood changed because, guys, I'm telling you from experience, I'm assertive and I'm able to tell a guy no, and they're still like, men. Disclaimer, there are good men in this world. Let's get that clear. There are good men. Kudos to you guys that know how to respect women and treat women well. Kudos to you. God bless you. Right? I'm speaking about those guys who feel that they ought not to respect women. Those are the ones I'm speaking about. And the ladies that actually do find themselves in situations with these type of men. That's what I'm speaking about. Ladies, respect yourself. Respect yourself. Please. Me, I beg you. Please respect yourself. Yeah. You deserve someone's respect. That's it. You do. You are deserving of respect. Yeah. Respect equals love for a man. It also equals love for a woman. It does. I don't care what anyone else wants to say, like, oh, once the money is coming in, the girl, no. Every woman would like to be respected. And if she's not, she'll probably fake it and be like, oh, well, at least he's bringing in the money. At least he's doing this. No. We need to stop that. Like, legit. We really need to stop. We really need to stop. Respect yourself, ladies. Know your worth. You're worth far more than just a few paper that is circulated as a means of trade. Okay? So please, ladies, be assertive. Be assertive with knowing what you want out of life, with standing by it, and being able to let others know that they ought to respect you. Yeah. And in general, male or female, guys, we just need to all be assertive. Honestly, be assertive in life. We are, like, if you're my age group, we're the future generation. Like, come on. If you're not assertive, we're going to create kids that are basically weak, because they're going to look at their parents and or their aunts, their uncles, and be like, oh, but if my aunt or my uncle or my parents, they can't even say no when someone is doing wrong, what should I do? Right, guys, let's break that cycle so that we can have better children growing up, right? We can create better children and create a better mindset for our future generation. Okay, so yeah, be assertive, guys. Learn to say no. Please learn to say no and stop entertaining foolishness. Ugh, that's a part of being assertive, because you can't say no and then entertain the same thing that you're saying no to. That makes no sense. You're contradicting yourself. So yeah, be assertive. And that's our talk for this week. I really hope it does help. Actually, I really hope it does. And yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.